go.
Okay, everybody, I'm Josh Engel, and this is my buddy Nate right here. We're going to do a quick interview. He's going to ask me some questions, and I'm here to promote my new EP, which we'll get to shortly. But in the meantime, go ahead, Nate. What you got for me, man?
So, Josh, what instruments do you play?
I started out playing guitar. I also play bass guitar, mandolin, a little bit of piano, not much, and harmonica, a little bit of harmonica. Almost everything except for percussion. I never could get drums down, and I know a lot of people could vouch for that because I suck on a drum kit.
There's a lot of instruments there.
Yeah.
So, what was the first thing you learned?
Oh man. Everybody learned Smoke on the Water. I'm sure that was one of my first, if not my first.
Sure.
But I know when I first picked up a guitar, I was really big into AC/DC, and I want to say Hell's Bells was probably one of the first songs I ever learned.
That's cool. So, does your family share your same musical talents?
My sister, she actually played guitar before I did. She never stuck with it for very long, but as far as being very musical, nobody ever really took it, I think, as far as I did. They, I have a few family members that play, but they're not very serious musicians. But, yeah, man, my sister, she actually had a guitar before me, so, she kind of got me into it.
Nice. Well, you kind of touched on a little bit with the first tune that you played, but who were your influences? Who really...
Okay, so back in the old school days when everybody still had tapes, I had Leonard Skinner. That was that was one of my first tapes, man. Of course, I had AC/DC too, Back in Black, but definitely a huge Southern rock fan. I love Southern rock. It's been my number one influence. All those artists, Allman Brothers. I mean, you can't beat it. Some of the best music ever, man. And I know you agree with that, right?
Wayne and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. So, tell me a little bit about where you're from. The area you grew up in.
Oh, okay. So I'm from East Tennessee. I grew up near the Smoky Mountains National Park. Actually, my grandfather's land bordered it. The most beautiful place on earth. I love it up there. It's really great.
Right. So you perform locally, you're in a band, you do any playing around, or?
Oh yeah. Actually, I got a few projects going on right now. I consistently play bass in the Rainbow Gentry band, on top of working on my own stuff. And I have. Yeah, we play all over, man. Sure. We're one of the hardest working bands in the area right now, but one of the hardest. There's a lot of great bands around here, but I also have a few side projects going on. This is the reason we're doing this interview is for one of them. So.
Okay. Cool.
What else you got?
You ever get nervous on stage? Or you ever get to the point where you mess up? What do you do? How do you deal with that?
I read an interview by Eric Clapton one time, and he said even he gets nervous. I think getting nervous on stage is just something that comes naturally. Everybody gets it. I don't really get too nervous anymore. I mean, I still get just a little hint of stage fright, but usually it's over in the first 10 seconds. Once you get going, man, it's the highest high you can get, but yeah, usually the crowd size determines how nervous I get. The bigger the crowd, the more nervous I'm going to get. So.
More people watching you.
Right. But other than that, I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty consistent.
Are you critical of yourself?
Am I critical of myself? Oh, I'm very critical of myself. But, you just hold yourself to a higher standard,
What are your fondest musical memories?
Oh, man. I've had a lot of great time doing karaoke. Hey, I'm telling you what, man. I had so much fun doing karaoke. I've had a lot of good open mics, too. Hey, you know what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I've had some really fun times playing acoustic guitar and electric guitar. but a lot more fun on the acoustic because it's more versatile. You can take it more places. But I actually played an open mic on a cruise ship once. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, last but not least, I know you're military,
Right.
local guy. I know you stay pretty busy. How do you balance all of these shows and all of these things and these side projects and whatnot with your everyday life and family? How does all of that?
Man, it's rough, I'll tell you. But I think life is rough. Playing music's the easy part. You know, that's the fun part. If you really love something, you'll make time for it. And it took me a while to kind of get on board with that, but I think I've hit a point in my life where I really don't have too much trouble making time for music anymore, you know.
So, musically speaking, where are you now? Currently.
Well,
Through
I'm glad
all
you
this,
asked.
Where
Because, like I said earlier in the interview, I'm here to promote one of my side projects, which I would like to become a main project eventually. This is the Josh Engel Band.
It's very cool.
Yep, this is my new 4-track EP that's coming out. And if I had to describe it, I would say that it is Southern folk rock. And it's all original music. And it's all done by me. And I had a few studio musicians come in and help me. But I did most of the work, probably 85 to 90%. All the songwriting was done by me. And regarding this EP, all the proceeds from the release date, which is 27 August 2016, until 2017, all the proceeds will go to charity, and it's one of my favorite charities actually. It's called Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and what Dolly Parton did was she started this organization that sends these children's books out to these poorer communities, you know, these kids that are, you know, they might not have the resources. Right. They might not have the means. It's a literacy program.
Nice.
So yeah, man, these are great. All
the
these
proceeds
books.
from all the sales, if we go
Right.
all the different networks, you'll be able to buy the songs. 100% of the proceeds are going directly to this charity.
Right. Absolutely. So yep.
And you wrote all these songs yourself, no covers?
No covers. It's all original.
4 songs.
All original.
Nice.
And yeah, and actually, my plan was to be releasing a single very soon, and I'm going to treat you guys to that right now. I'll give you a sneak peek of this. This song is not on this EP. It will be on the next one. That is I'll be releasing as a single. And this song is called Wampus Cat. So, you know how each region of the U.S. has their own mythical creatures, like Florida has the skunk ape. Up in Canada, they have the Sasquatch. Down in Texas and Mexico, they got the chupacabra. Yeah, all these different creatures and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's one in East Tennessee. It's called the Wampus Cat. And it goes all the way back to the Cherokee Indians. And the story goes that a Wampus Cat is like a mountain lion, but it has a fox's tail, and it's possessed by a witch. So, I wrote a song about the Wampus Cat.
Nice. Can't wait to hear it.
And it's kind of a little bit of a rock riff, so bear with me. This humidity makes my guitar get way out of tune. So. Way on down in the Tennessee hills, boy, when the woods shack, cause she knew her baby was a Wampus Cat. You could hear him scream in the dead of the night, but the Wampus Cat, he was out of sight. Mama went looking for the medicine man. She had to get her baby back just as fast as she can. Found the man with the big black hat. She said, what can I do to get my baby back? He said, there's only one thing that I can do. There was one Wampus Cat, but now there's two. You could hear them scream in the dead of the night, but the Wampus Cats, they were out of sight.
Hell yeah, man. That was really cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Woo! Give me
tune.
chills.
Good tune.
All right, man. That song will be releasing probably early next year. I'm going to be pretty busy with some work stuff, so try to get that out early next year sometime. But yeah,
Support the charity. Get the kids some books, guys.
right here, Josh Engel Band EP releases August 27th. Check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/Josh Engel Musician. That's ENGEL. Thank you.
Good night.